Hey everyone, it's Deb from Locked Up with History and Geelong Gaol, the National Crime and Justice Museum. And today I have another story here for you from the jail. You can see I'm sitting in the North Corridor at the moment. We've just closed up. But today I want to talk about the children. And it's something that people are quite often quite surprised about, that we actually had young children here. Now, many understand that we had children of the prisoners that they were allowed to have until they were a couple of years old sometimes. Then they would have to be taken off by a family member, or they would be put into the industrial schools. But prior to 1864 and the introduction of the Neglected Children's Act, the only way that authorities had to deal with children was to place them in jail on a vagrancy charge. Now, to give you a bit of an idea, the youngest prisoner that I have on record here is a 2-year-old from 1861. And it was quite common to have 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds up to 10, 11-year-olds quite frequently. And it makes sense of one of the artifacts we have here in the North Wing. A few years ago, Rob went up into the attic and discovered quite a number of pieces of uniform remnants. And one of those uniform remnants was a child-sized jacket. And I'll flip you around and show you in a minute, and then I'm going to take you down and show you where the kids were actually held. So stay tuned and I'll turn you around in a minute. So this is the child's jacket here. As you can see, it's very, very small, and it would possibly fit a 2-year-old. We also were lucky enough to find at that time, we found some remnants of some women's uniform, and some of you may have seen the full-size men's jacket that we have on display as well. So the young girls would be housed down in the East Wing, which is the wing I've just shown you, from 1868 through to about 1873. There was a wall that went about 3/4 of the way through the circle just here behind me, and the male and female prisoners would have been kept still down the other end. Now, the young girls were taught education, so they were taught how to read and write. They would have religious services, but they would also be taught how to be domestic servants. So they would learn how to cook, how to clean, how to mend things, to do the laundry, things like that. And this is so that when they were eventually released, generally at the age of 16, they would be able to go on and find a domestic service position for themselves to take care of themselves for the rest of their lives. That's just another little snippet here from the Geelong Gaol.